Hi friends, Mr. Whalen here, back for another story. Just recently read one by Dave Pilkey. We talked about him, the author of No David and the Captain Underpants books and Dogzilla and Cat Kong. That was the one I read. He wrote, like I said, he's written lots of books and some I've totally forgot about. I have another Dave Pilkey book. Let's turn around and see what it is today. Ooh. This one is called Dog Breath. Anyone out there have a dog? Anyone out there smelled its breath? Dog breath is supposed to be really bad most of the time. Most of the dogs I've smelled, I don't have dogs, I have cats, but even cat breath can get bad. But dog breath, whew! This has another little title here, The Horrible Trouble with Halitosis. That's the dog's name, halitosis. Now the joke there is that halitosis is a real word and it's a big fancy word that means bad breath. If someone says they have halitosis, that means they have bad breath. So Dave Pilkey took the word halitosis and he turned it into a name, halitosis. Isn't that clever? And he's a dog with bad breath. So here we go, Dog Breath by Dave Pilkey. There once was a dog named Hallie who lived with the Tosis family. Halitosis was a very good dog, but she had a big problem. Halitosis had horrible breath. Whenever Halitosis opened her mouth, horrible things happened. And look, the wallpaper is peeling up off the wall, the plant is dying, the goldfish croaked, Mona Lisa's holding her nose. When the children took Halitosis for a walk, everyone else walked on the other side of the street. Even skunks avoided Halitosis. But the real trouble started one day when Grandma Tosis stopped by for a cup of tea and Hallie jumped up to say hello. Ew, look, a green cloud of ugh is going up into Grandma Tosis's face. She does not look happy. In fact, she fainted. Mr. and Mrs. Tosis were not amused. Something has to be done about that smelly dog, they said. The next day, Mr. and Mrs. Tosis decided to find a new home for Hallie. They're putting up a sign that says, "Free dog to a good home." They're going to give him away. The children knew that the only way they could save their dog was to get rid of her bad breath. So they took Halitosis to the top of a mountain that had a breathtaking view. They hoped that the breathtaking view would take Hallie's breath away, but it didn't. Even the sun thinks it's stinky. Next, the children took Halitosis to a very exciting movie. It says, Breath of a Salesman. It'll leave you breathless. Starring Perry O'Donnell and Gingivitis. They hoped that all the excitement would leave Hallie breathless. But it didn't. Even the people in the movie thought he was stinky. Finally, the children took Halitosis to a carnival. They hoped that Hallie would lose her breath on the speedy roller coaster. That's what it says. You'll lose your breath on a roller coaster. Ew, look at his nasty breath and all the kids are passing out behind him. Yuck. But that idea stunk too. The plans to change Hallie's bad breath had failed. Now only a miracle could save Halitosis. Sadly, the three friends said goodnight, unaware that a miracle was just on the horizon. Look there through the window. What's that creeping around outside? Later that night, when everyone was sound asleep, two sneaky burglars crept into the Tosis house. The two burglars were tiptoeing through the dark, quiet rooms when suddenly they came upon Halitosis. "Yikes! whispered one burglar. "He's a big, mean, scary dog." "Ah, don't be silly," whispered the other burglar. "That's only a cute little fuzzy puppy." The two burglars giggled at the sight of such a friendly little dog. "That dog wouldn't hurt a fly," whispered one burglar. "Come here, Poochie, Poochie, Poochie," whispered the other. So Halitosis came over and gave the burglars a nice big kiss. Slurp. Ew, look at him. Yuck. The next morning, the Tosis family awoke to find two burglars passed out cold on their living room floor. It was a miracle. The Tosis family got a big reward for turning in the crooks, and soon Halitosis was the most famous crime-fighting dog in the country. Look at all the headlines. Rancid respirations restrain robbers. Hero hound halts hoodlums. The Boston Beacon said bad breath bungles burglary. The Pittsburgh Press said panting pooch paralyzes prowlers. And the Tabloid Times said mutant space dog captures evil Elvis clones. Which didn't happen at all. But in the end, Mr. and Mrs. Tosis changed their minds about finding a new home for Hallie. They decided to keep their wonderful watchdog after all. Because life without Halitosis just wouldn't make any sense. Another joke, another joke. Scent can mean, of course, a bunch of different things. Scents can be like pennies, cents, or scents can be a sense that you have, like you're thinking or feeling something, or a scent can also be a smell, a scent, a smell of something, an aroma. You pick up a scent, so that's what they mean, life without halitosis. Wouldn't have any sense. But the best way to avoid halitosis, if you want to fix it, brush your teeth. Brush your teeth at least twice a day, and then you will not have halitosis. Brushing teeth helps bad breath. Okay, that's the story, and my camera's about out of battery, I see, so I better go. I'll see you next time. Bye.